I address you today as a researcher at the University of Wisconsin-Madison and as a concerned landowner. Stopping Asian carp from invading the Great Lakes needs to be a top priority of state and federal agencies. The Army Corps of Engineers and Chicago Sanitary District should close the sanitary and shipping canals that connect Lake Michigan to the carp-infested Illinois and Mississippi River. The fish are on the brink of entering the Great Lakes, the world's largest freshwater ecosystem. They have already decimated rivers and lakes on their way north. In parts of the Mississippi and Illinois River, they represent 97% of the biomass in the river. They outcompete any native species and are nearly impossible to eradicate once present in an ecosystem. They can feed on nearly anything and can live in water with much less dissolved oxygen than native species, leading to exponential growth in population. The carp are now within 10 miles of Lake Michigan, having moved into the shipping and sewage canals that run through Chicago. The only thing stopping them from entering the lakes now are a series of electric barriers which have proven to not be completely effective. These canals are not the only potential entry point into the Great Lakes, but they are the most dire. Once in Lake Michigan, the carp will move unabated to the rest of the Great Lakes. To have nothing more than a non-lethal electric barrier preventing the spread of a highly invasive species that will undoubtedly disrupt and potentially ruin ecosystem functions of the entire Great Lakes system is irresponsible and immoral. The Great Lakes are home to a $7 billion fishing industry, which would quickly succumb to the invasion and exponential growth of Asian carp populations. This, however, pales in comparison to the $38 billion recreation industry directly tied to the lakes. And even this can't compare to the immeasurable value of the lakes as a freshwater ecosystem or the enjoyment value of tens of thousands of homeowners and visitors to the lake shore each year. No native species would be immune to the impact of the invasion would have, destroying habitats and consuming primary food sources. This, paired with having no natural predators and a rapid rate of reproduction, would mean a substantial and quick decimation of aquatic habitats. Even recreational boating could fall victim to Asian carp. Carp can jump up to 10 feet high when frightened by boat engines, and weighing up to 100 pounds, they can inflict serious injury to boaters and tubers. Whether motivated by billions of dollars in lost economic activity, the destruction of a globally important and unique ecosystem, or the father and son who can no longer fish at their favorite fishing hole, the Army Corps of Engineers, State of Illinois, and Chicago Sanitary District must work together to take all actions necessary, regardless of cost or scale, to prevent the spread of Asian carp into the Great Lakes. This plan must include the immediate severing of the Chicago River and canals from Lake Michigan. Despite the $70 million shipping industry which use the canals daily, the impact the carp will have on the Great Lakes is an unacceptable and irreversible travesty that can be avoided. The separation would buy enough time to begin the costly and arduous eradication effort through the rivers and streams leading to the Great Lakes.